What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And we're off and running from Orlando. And he needed a lot more power there. It came down a ways away from the landing zone, and they're going to start the possession up at the 40. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. To the air, Mahomes. And his first pass falls incomplete. Intended target there was Xavier Worthy. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. As the open man downfield. Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs finish off their opening drive. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So a nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
Zettler all set for the kickoff. Moore with a return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. That throw finds Jamar Chase. Now he's past the 25. Jamar Chase! And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals finish off their opening drive. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bengals start off well to tie things 7-7. McPherson on to handle the kickoff. This one not close to where it had to go, and this drive is going to begin from the 40. So hopefully he's able to find the landing zone next time. His first kickoff gives him some great field position here. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First down throw, Mahomes. Brings in the long pass. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs need only one to take the lead. Not even sure their opponents have recovered from that first touchdown, partner, and already they're into the end zone again.
Now, I call this a flurry right here. Just a flurry of action and activity and just punching and counter-punching. You're not going to win a game in less than a minute, but you can sure set the table for success.
Zettler all set for the kickoff. Moore with a return. Oh, he's showing some burst on his return. He's racing past midfield. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals finish off their opening drive. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. Fields the hard squib kick. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. And no, you're not seeing things wrong, folks. They are, in fact, lining up to punt on first down. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That one in the books is a 48-yard punt. And it'll be Bengals football. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And that's knocked away. The linebacker got him in the middle of the field. Incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. So second down coming up.
That's a nice job there by the linebacker. He kind of looks like a cornerback on that, doesn't he? Perhaps those cover guys are going to have a little fun with him in practice this week because he looked like a DB right there, swatting the incompletion.
Second and 10 now. Throw complete to Herbert. Has a hole left, room to run. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. Not even 2 minutes in, Brock, and they've already got 2 touchdowns up on that scoreboard.
Okay, even by the standard the elite offense set every season, this is some incredibly fast-paced scoring to begin a game. They got off the bus ready to roll full speed from the start.
McPherson at the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bengals break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And that kick is going to go out of bounds, and you know what that means. That ball is headed to the 40. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. First and 10 from the 41. Running right is Pacheco. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Chris Jenkins Jr. there on the tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's second and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Second down now, 7 to go. Right back to Pacheco. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Third and 4 coming up now. Back to throw Mahomes. Pacheco hauls it in. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
A first down carry for Pacheco. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Chris Jenkins Jr. there on the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Slot man motioned over. It's Pacheco again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Offense up to the line fast. Throw on 3rd down. Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he drives it close to the red zone before going out. That play good for 17 and a first down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. Only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. Headed out right. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs tie this game at 21. Zettler all set for the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. It's taken in by Herbert. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. A big play play. 23 yards to move those chains.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
On first down, they'll run. And he winds up with a solid gain down past the 45. First down play, that's him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. Well, no luck on his first look of the game. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
A 60-yard attempt.
Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. And we'll remain deadlocked in our opening stanza.
Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. But anything from 60-plus is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Blitz coming, Mahomes. Has his man, it's Pacheco. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
Go game on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
This has the makings of a shootout, a lot of points, but still tied as we reach the end of one. Both teams neck and neck so far. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. About set for the 2nd quarter. Chiefs football here. They start out 2nd and 10. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. They gain 14 on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
First down, ball at the 36. A give right side. Here's Pacheco. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Mahomes made the throw as he was getting hit block, and it's incomplete. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Backed up now after the penalty. It's 3rd down. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. 3rd and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. So 3rd and 16, no problem for them as they get the 1st.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He has it at the 5. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
PAT effort coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7.
Bengals 21.
Zettler all set for the kickoff. From his own end zone, here we go. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And he gets him into a good spot, just a yard or two shy of the 40-yard line. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. A great play defensively. They forced a loss despite the penalty, and they just went ahead and declined it. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. It's caught. Herbert. Gets some space around midfield. Keeps himself upright. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger gain.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Slot man in motion left. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby. But you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. A great play defensively. They forced a loss despite the penalty, and they just went ahead and declined it. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
McPherson at the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bengals tie us up 28-all. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. First and 10 now from the 30. He gives it Pacheco to start the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
We're at the 2-minute warning of a high-scoring game so far. My goodness. And it's the Chiefs looking at 2nd and 1. The 39. He's got him. That's Pacheco. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Chiefs in the hurry-up, trying to get everyone in line. Here's 2nd and 5. Forced out to his right. Finds his man Rice. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Chiefs in the hurry-up, trying to get everyone in line. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Has it at the 7. Touchdown, Kansas City. A second touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
Extra point attempt coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7. Zettler all set for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. Back now, pressure on its way. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Throwing it again on 2nd down. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Looking for a throw here. That's caught for the first. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. They'll throw it again. Taking his shot, deep down the field it goes. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So the back does the work that time, Brock, taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
They can go to the locker rooms tied if they put this through. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bengals tie this game 35 apiece. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. Here comes the final play of our first half. One final shot before halftime. He's on the move. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half. All tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They've got a man in motion. Airing it out to start this drive. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Throwing off the play fake here. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Running back sent in motion. First and 10, looking to throw. Setting up the running back screen. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. So long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
And they've got themselves another first and 10. Throw complete to Herbert. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals take the lead right away in half number 2. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer? Nobody.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bengals break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Pistol now for Mahomes. On the move, headed right. And this throw is knocked away, incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Getting out to his left. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. They get 22 on that one. And it'll be first down, Kansas City. This is Pacheco. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Offense in the hurry up here. Second and 12 behind the sticks. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So they're left facing third and long. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Penalty not helping their cause for this third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flush down out to his left. Completes this one to Rice. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. They got the interference call on third down, and that keeps this drive going with a new set of downs. Running it after the penalty. And he has enough room to gain about 4. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Second and 6 now. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Third down, it's Mahomes. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Intended target there was Xavier Worthy. So that brings up fourth down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. Looking to throw. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Motioning him from the slot right. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Blast through midfield. Has room down the left sideline. And he'll bring it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals take a 13-point lead. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Wow, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. And the Bengals will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, we all know, Brock, those slot guys start piling up receptions, and that makes them a priority target for the defense.
Yep.
They kept someone nearby, and they pick off that check down.
Yeah, if a play breaks down in today's football, like back in my day, last century, right, you checked it down to the running back. That's not the case anymore. These slot receivers, well, they're as big a security blanket as running backs are, but the defenses, to your point, Kate, they figured it out too. And that defense, well, they didn't just figure it out in their head. They went out and executed with their bodies to take it away.
The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Man in motion here. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And this is down all the way to the 3. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Receivers running the ball, well, that's become commonplace in the NFL now, and that includes down here in the red zone. In close, a lot less space to work with. You really love your most elusive players to get their hands on the ball.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Situational football. Looking at 1st and goal, these defenses know what's coming at them. More often than not, a run play. It really is better to throw the ball unless you've got a way to disguise the run, and there was no disguising on that one.
Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is. But after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. back to throw now. This one's caught. He's got the Cincinnati touchdown. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
McPherson at the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bengals stretch their lead to 21. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They go play action. It's Mahomes. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Cam Taylor-Britt picks it off. And the Bengals are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Throwing from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up 2nd down. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And that hit stops him in his tracks. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
To the air, 3rd and long. He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. So we're through 3 here. It's Bengals football, and they've got to be pretty darn happy about this lead to start the 4th. First down, ball at the 36. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he runs this one down across the 35 and inside the 30. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run in crossing that 1st down marker.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Here's a throw. Dumped off to his running back. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
Dumps it off to his running back. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, well, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Here's 2nd and 11. Brought in right side. And he's tackled for no gain.
You know, Kate, it's almost as if the defense invited him to make that throw. That was a play they knew they could defend, and they stopped it right at the line.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. 9 yards on that tote, and now a much different 4th and short decision than a moment ago.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
Evan McPherson on for the Bengals field goal. This 32 yards out. It's on the right hash. Butker knocks it through. And the advantage now sits at 24.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Cam Taylor-Britt picks it off. Oh, man, Brock, somebody, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
And he gets this one down to the 30-yard line. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. Another carry for him. And he gets this forward to the 19. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give running right. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner. This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
We reach the 2-minute warning from Orlando. Bengals nearing their 1st win of the season. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Receiver gets it on the handoff. And they're not going to reach the sticks. They tried surprising them with a reverse, but the defense stops them well short. 4th down coming up. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
We always call it the best formation in football, Brock. They're going to line up to take that knee and run out some clock. Drops to a knee here. Only one more timeout for that defense to burn and preserve some clock. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run. 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Mahomes on 1st and 10. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. They've got to keep moving quick here. Trying again, following the sack. That's completed right side. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Here's Mahomes now. Rolling left, buying some time. He's running for it. Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains.
Excellent job at quarterback to get away from trouble. Get a solid gain, get the 1st down, and get yourself out of bounds. Not exactly the way you draw it up, but no one's coming away disappointed by that end result.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Looking to throw Mahomes. Pass is cut at the 9. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Dump off caught by his back. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. So the Bengals pick up the win in this one. And with the start they had in that 1st quarter, Brock, it is no surprise to see them come away with a victory at the end. They really did all they could to put this out of reach early. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Huard, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bengals emerge as winners as we say so long from Orlando.
what you talking about. Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking's only slowing us down. Say less.
I'm a gentleman, baby, and a dog with a bite. I just wanna nibble on your night. So sentimental when I step in the middle. When I do a little dance, till it turns daylight. So jump, in a moment. Margella got me feeling iconic. And if you can't groove, she don't want it. Great sex, say less.
Baby, what you talking about? Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking's only slowing us down. Say less. Say less.
Stop the room when you walking. You left your hips to the talking. You leaving me no options. Say less, say less.
Say less.
Stop the room when you walking. You left your hips to the talking. You leaving me with no options. Say less.